So, good morning, YouTube. We are in one more immersion in Talking Talk. It will be an English immersion. Today, we are going to talk about jealousy. It's a difficult word to me to pronounce, but the idea is to reflect about our insecurities, actually, and how does it reflect in our jealousy attitudes in our relationship, or if we are or we are not jealous person. My name is Bianca. I am here in Talking Talk since November 2023. I'm about to do 2 years in here now. I'm glad with this achievement. And I am a sociologist and demographer. I'm doing part of my PhD in Philadelphia nowadays. And well, I talking about relationship. I just ended a relationship, so I'm trying to discover myself again in this place and the things that I like to do in here by myself again. And this is nice in some way and bad in another way, but it's the life. And thinking about jealousy related with insecurities, sometimes I feel that I am a jealous person. I have this feeling that I'm gonna be trocada, like my partner will choose another person instead of me. Uh, but this has a relationship with insecurity, I guess. I admit that. But I feel that sometimes I am this kind of person. Let's see if you are with me or if you are more mature than me, I guess. Are you more mature, Alexandre? Could you present yourself and say to us if you are a jealous person or not?
Okay. My name is Alexandre. I'm from Brazil. I'm living in Floripa. I'm 4 years old. My professional logistics coordinator. My hobby train jiu-jitsu. I'm black belt. I'm like running on the beach. I'm like exercise and out. For, I out are livre. Uh, my academic I have degree in system analytics and development. I am study MBA in AI. I have a wife. I have a daughter, at 13 years old. I am new in Talk in platform. And my English starts in zero. Mas I'm um, um mês in platform. Yes, each is my introduce yourself thing.
Yes, but I already can see some improvements, about your articulation and so on. And are you a jealous person or no?
No. I'm like ser hot hot person.
Hmm. But okay, please, you can talk, Alexandre, if you want to.
Sorry, question number one.
Uh, no, actually. Oh, não, not actually. Não necessariamente, só para saber se você é uma pessoa ciumenta mesmo, se você sente.
No. I'm not.
Okay, I admire you for that. And you, Karina, could you present yourself and say to us if you are a jealous person?
Hi everyone, I'm Karina. I am 26. I live in a city near to Lisbon in Portugal, but I'm from São Paulo, Brazil. I work as a product designer here in a company here in Portugal. In my free time, I enjoy to go to the beach, walk, read any kind of books. I just like to read. And about the question, yes, I am. Unfortunately, I am. I'm trying to be more mature sometimes and keep my jealous for me to not affect my partner. But I'm married, and I used to be more. I guess. Now I'm trying to be more mature, but yes, I am.
Okay, 2 versus 0 until now. We are winning. And you, Aparecida? Aparecida doesn't seem a jealous person. Could you present yourself for us and answer?
Yes. Good morning. My name is Aparecida Semirani. I live in Rio Verde, southeast of Goiás. I'm married and I have one daughter, 6 cats, and one baby Macau, filhote de arara. And I work in each area with financial management of infrastructure projects. In my free time, I like to stay with my family and play board games with my daughter and with my husband, and go to the shopping or still only stay in my home. And I love walking a park near my home or only doing yoga to relax. For me, for my mind and my body, I need to do this for stay calm. I'm so anxious and I need this. And talking about the jealous, I know I'm not a jealous person. And when I feel a kind of jealous, I try and understand what's happening. Normally, it's probably with me. It is.
Yes, I can see the same. There is an insecure about myself, but I don't know. Sometimes I just feel it. But okay, 2 versus 2. Let's see, Lurian, it will desempatar. Let's see. But please, Lurian, could you?
It's really hard for me, but okay. So I'm Luria. I live in Belo Horizonte. I'm 35 years old. I have 2 dogs. I don't have any kids, and so I have a partner. And I can say that I'm not jealous about in a romantic way, like I really believe about my feelings and everything. So it's in the same time that I care about the relation. I don't consider this is jealousy. But in the past, I was more because I didn't understand that. I didn't understand the if this was a care, like a control, and all the. I was jealous with my things, my objects too. These I was because I didn't want anyone to take them. I was, oh, this is mine. I will keep to me. But never with people. So maybe I can say 50-50%. With people, I'm because I don't know, people they are free in some parts. But with objects, I was a lot. So sorry, there is no one choice for me.
Perfect. So let's learn today. I think this is the most important point. Please help us. And then starting with you, Alexandre, please. The question number 1. What comes around to mind when you hear the word jealousy? It's more about fear, control, care. O que vem na sua cabeça quando você ouve a palavra ciúmes? É mais sobre controle, medo, cuidado? Cuidado, care? I don't think so sometimes. But what do you think?
In my opinion, it's care. It's care. Depende também do tipo de ciúme, né? Not obsessivo. For, it's moderate, moderado, ok.
Okay, I see it. It's moderate, okay. And I was thinking about, I don't know, in Brazil, I always see some news about some guy that killed his wife, being very directly about the stuffs. And most part of the time, this to me is driven by jealousy most part of the time, not always, but always jealous, or the girl wants to end the relationship. So sometimes, like, I can see the dangerous part of being jealous, mainly in some kind of societies mainly. So I know that it's difficult, but let's thinking about this too, but in this other way too, like not the health jealous, but the jealous that normal people feel, not people that will kill other people, but normal people feel without violent intentions, I guess. So moving on to you, Karini, how do you think about that? Is more driven by fear, control, care? What came in your mind when you think about that?
I think some people think about care, like to act in a jealously way, but I think for me it's more about fear and control. Like when I'm feeling jealous, for example, I am a jealous person. So when I'm feeling jealous, it's the fear of missing that person most of the time. But this is related to me, how I feel, or how the video said I compare myself with others. So I think for me, the sentiment we have behind the jealous is the fear. And the fear and control, to have control over someone. And it's almost impossible. This is impossible. This is not healthy. So I think for me, it's fear of missing someone or be inferior to someone and this kind of things.
Yes, I totally agree and think that we are in the same page. To me, it's the same. It's fear of missing that person and insecurity sometimes about myself, if I am enough to that person or relationship or not, what I can do to be enough, why I'm not enough. Sometimes it's about that. And could you help us, Aparecida, thinking about that? What came in your mind when you think about jealousy?
Well, when I think about this, it's about control, I believe. The first motivation, I believe, in general, it's about control the other person. But we can't, like Karina said, we can't control we can control ourselves sometimes. Imagine you control the other, it's impossible. And we want to think we are own of the other person. We never will be own the other person. It's impossible too. And I believe it's this, and we need to learn to deal with this when this kind of feelings comes. I understand it's complicated. Stop and think why I am feeling this, but it's important to understand what motivates this feeling, because it's not a good feeling in general, not good for us and for the others around us. For me, when happened, I think about this and to try control. Normally, I don't express this. I try understand why I want this person not have contact with the other person or with one situation, or can be about self-confidence, my lack of confidence in myself, not in the other. The problem, not the other, in my feelings, I believe, normally. And the first feeling, in my case, or looking in general, the situation when I see this happening around me, it's about control. I believe it's something like think the person is like an object. This object is mine, but not as an object. It's a person, and we can control this. If the person wants go, you need to give this person go away, or is this and solve the problem inside ourselves? Is this? Is the life? It's normal.
Oh my God, it's normal, but it's so difficult. And I think that the control motivation, it's the most dangerous one in my perception, because you really want to control that person. You want to make that person stay. That person can want to be there or do not want to be there. This person will be there because, the control stuff. To me, it's the most dangerous, I guess, feeling about jealous. Do you agree, Luria? Do you disagree? Could you add something, please?
Yes, yes. When comes to my mind the word like jealousy, I think here we always think something negative, you know. So the first thought is something negative. The first thought something is too jealous and want to control the other person or something, you know. So the word jealousy, in my opinion, is always like negative. When someone use this word, he was like jealous about something. Like normally the meaning in the phrase is negative, but on the other hand, there are some people, it's nice to have a little of jealousy. It's not too bad. But the problem, we never can control how much, you know? So this is the difference about some people, because maybe if you just have a little of jealousy, it's okay, is under control. But when it's not, no. So, and it's not care, in my opinion. It's about insecurity, maybe, when you are not confident about yourself and you think you need to have this control about the other one. In my opinion, is more related about yourself, about when you are not so confident, and you think you will lose things, so you need to care a lot, and this is a state of mind. And it's not easy. Like I said, I can be jealous sometimes, you know. I just try to understand why I'm being like that, why. And that's it.
This is a state of mind. Yes, I agree with that. And I try to understand why I am feeling that stuff most part of the time. And most part of the time is about is about my insecurity, feeling inferior to the other person, or because I think because of this jealous stuff, jealous sentiment, it's more about us than the other person, as we are talking here about. And it's nice to see what I want to improve in me, because this insecure in that situation, I guess, being afraid to be exchanged for other person, for example. So in most part of the time, it's something that I have to figure it out with myself and improve by myself. And if that person, okay, I'm working on me, I'm a project in progress. And if I'm not enough for that person, what I can do, obligate that person to stay? I don't think so. So it's that, like, I won't, I wouldn't, eu não fui. But sometimes, um, sorry guys, I lost. But eu não fui the perfect person or the best person for that, for my partner. And um it's okay, I guess, because I'm happy with myself, but I have to work on myself first to feel in this way, I guess. So it's more like that, but it's difficult. I am trying yet, but okay. And moving on to the question number 3, maybe. Karine, please, do you remember when was the last time you felt jealous and what triggered it? Do you remember the trigger? I think the trigger is the main point here.
Yes, the last time I was like really jealous about a situation was a time when me and my husband was dating. We are not married yet. And he traveled with friends without me because I needed to work, so I couldn't go. And in this trip, it's the same group of friends that we have in common. So the group share like photos in our WhatsApp group, and I saw a girl there, and it's a girl that I don't like. I don't like her. And I was like, oh, why she come to this trip? My boyfriend, my husband, I don't know, because she wanted, but she's not part of the group. Yeah, but she was there. And after a while, but jealous, I saw on Instagram, they are like following each other. And I thought, why are you following her? Was terrible. I was so jealous about, and I don't understand why, because was totally insecure of my part. But we didn't fight. We talked about. He said to me, "Oh, she was there, and she's nice. Like she was in the all the group. She followed everyone in the group. She didn't follow just me. So she followed everyone on Instagram. So she was like part of the group in this during this trip. I was like, okay, I didn't like that, but you are a person, you have the right to do that and to not be rude with her. He followed her back in his point of view. So I didn't like the situation very well. I was really, really jealous about, and reflecting, like nowadays, don't make sense at all, because as he said, she was in the group, so it was totally normal. If I was there, probably I was following her too. So it's not a problem. But at the time, like, was a huge problem for me. But nowadays I can reflect, and this doesn't make sense anymore.
Okay, this is the funniest thing with jealous and be angry and so on, because when we take a time from that situation, we look outside and look like, why I react like that, like we don't understand why we feel in this way. But maybe the point is in what you feel that she has and you didn't, she had and you didn't. Maybe it's this is this the movement of the insecurity, like to think that that person has something that we don't. But sometimes it's true, sometimes it's not true. Sometimes we are already nice and much. And you, Aparecida, did you feel this sentiment once?
Yes. Like I said, yes, but normally I don't express, because I think and I understand why I if I express, I have problem, unnecessary problem, in fact. But yes, I remember one situation 1 year ago or less. I don't remember exactly the time, but I was jealous of my husband, who was in contact via WhatsApp with a single woman from work. Uh, uh, I don't understand, and I asked him what was happening, and she explained me, and he explained me what was happening, why he was talking with this woman all the time, and I don't express my jealous, but I asked to him this. I believe he understands why I was jealous, of course, because he's intelligent, of course. But when we are married, we have this kind of feelings. It's normal, of course. Not only when we started the marriage, but in the middle, after 15 years, like me or more, it's normal, because I love my husband, but the love not imply jealous, because jealous it's control, and I try maintain a distance of this kind of situation, because I prefer have confidence in him, in my husband. If happens something, he talks to me. I prefer it in this way than stay looking WhatsApp or something like this. I don't look his WhatsApp. I see him sending message sometimes and ask this. for me, it is about my control and understand who the person the have contact with the other person, not with only a woman, but other persons in general. It's normal. It's this for me.
Okay, Aparecida, thank you very much. It's a very delicate situation, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes I think, oh, I would like to have access to the cell phone of my husband. Sometimes I think is this necessary? I keep in this decision, if it's health or not. At the same time, I would let him to have access to my cell phone too, openly. I don't know. I'm not cheating on him, but sometimes I feel that I have honest conversations with my mom, and sometimes I talk bad stuffs about that person to my mom. And imagine that person seeing that conversation, for example, in my cell phone. I'm not cheating. I am venting the words, I guess. And sometimes we do that for someone. We have to. Relationship, it's not just flowers. So I'm more worried about that than cheating sometimes. Do you see, it's a difficult question to make, Ludian, but do you see your boyfriend's cell phone? And what triggered your last situation of jealous?
Yes, about cell phones and passwords, like I have the all the passwords for my boyfriend, and he has mine. The problem, he has a bad memory, and always he didn't remember what is your password, and I said no, 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 no. But we didn't check, each other message. Like I don't see the point. But like I'm saying, is because when I was young, what triggered me is about independence. For example, I had a friend in my she was just 14 years old, 14, 15. She was the only one in our college or high school. She was in a dating with someone, everyone single, and she was in a dating. So this was the first relation that I saw in my life. And I remember we were five friends. Today we are four. She is alive, but in that time she chose stay with her boyfriend. And I remember, like, we are in the moment to know ourselves better, to go out, and all the time, I cannot go out because I cannot give an excuse to him to go out alone with his friends. And I remember this um, touched me a lot. Uh, and I was just 14 years old. So I said, I don't want this. I don't want this kind of relation. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to. I will just stay at my place to avoid that my boyfriend go out too. I don't. I like to have my independence. So because of that, I think, okay, I didn't develop a higher jealousy because my independence was important for me to be free to do what I want without to think about, oh, let me I will do this, okay, it's okay. No. So of course I need to tell him everything that I'm doing, but it's not his decision to say yes or no. It's my decision. But this is really, really hard. I was raised with this feeling. So what trigger me sometimes when I have moments, okay, I'm not perfect, is when I'm feeling inconfident about myself. Like I think you said this, Yanka. When you look the other person and you think, oh, this person is better than me. Oh, this person has a better hair than me. Oh, this person has I don't know, better skin, So normally my insecurities will decide about my jealousy, and that time. But the freedom, my independence, like this concept about jealousy. These I don't have because I decided when I was really young to just put this out of my life. But my insecurities is here. This is for sure. So he is talking with someone that I consider really beautiful. Of course, I will. This person is beautiful. This person, of course. But I don't have the hard feeling, about to don't let him or do something that I don't want, because I was not raised with this. So it's more insecurity in my point. That's it.
Perfect. Thank you very much. I think about that, about my freedom too. Yeah. Okay. And you, Alexandre, do you remember the last time that you feel jealous and what triggered it?
Oh no, I not remember because I and my wife married 22 years. Já passamos dessa fase. It's this.
Okay. 22 years. So, do you remember in what years old you got married? Yeah. Você lembra com quantos anos você se casou?
Yes, a gente namorou quando eu tinha 18 anos, eu tô com 40, e, e my wife é 27 nessa época, né?
Oh,
Ela pegou novinho.
she's older than you. This is amazing. I love this kind of relationship. This is very
Yes,
nice.
yes.
Okay. This is very nice. It's my dream sometimes. But okay. Oh, are you older than your boyfriend, Ludia?
Yes, 8 years.
Oh, that's amazing. I'm gonna try this one, this kind of relationship now. Because my last boyfriend, it was 6 years. 6 years. No, actually 8 years older than me. I am 29. He was 37. Yes, it was that. And yeah, and thinking about me, I feel the last time that I felt jealous, sometimes it happened like we are in a party together, and then my boyfriend or the person that I am with go to say hi, hello to someone. And when you feel that chemistry in the air, when I feel that stuff, when I feel that it's more than just a hi, when I see an intention, something, I don't know if I'm a paranoid or neurotic, maybe I am, maybe no, I am for sure. I know that. But sometimes you are not stupid. You see that there is a something in there. In that moment, no, in that moment, I can't. In that moment, I don't know, I can't. I don't know even why that this is happening, Like, I don't remember the girl, for example. The last time I don't remember how it was the girl. Maybe she was white with long hair, dark hair, but just this. I don't remember anything else. But I felt that stuff in the air to me. And when someone that I am with say, "Oh, I have a friend that it is a woman," and so on, I don't care about until I see that person together and see until I see both together. Because if it is a relationship, very light with a friends, it's okay. But if I feel that chemistry again in the air between these two, to me it doesn't work too. Like I can't. Because we are not stupid. We know when when they are having this chemistry in there. I don't know if I am crazy, but you can tell me later, please, guys. But okay, moving on with you, Aparecida, please. Number 5, please. Can jealous exist in friendship? and not just in romantic relationship, what does it look like? Do you have you ever felt jealous, not just about your husband, but about friends, about things? Are you jealous about clothes or about something that you really like?
Yes, thinking about this, not now, but when I was a teenager, I had jealous about my friends. Of course, it's normal. It's we want the person for us only, and not want the other friend together. It's my only my friend. It's only mine. I see this in my daughter now. Looking for her now. She had 9 years old, and I look for her and I see this behavior. It's normal for the age until the teenager. It's normal. We understand sometimes when we grow up. It's normal. Jealous about the friends. I believe when we was young, but after we are adult persons, I believe it's not normal. Because we need to understand who the persons have the contact with other persons, not only with us, of course. But yeah, in the past, I feel that with friends and but with objects, no. I'm organized with my things, but if someone pick up something, I don't care. It's okay for me. I prefer the things in their correct place, not if someone picks up the thing, not problem. Uh, I am I don't know the word in English, but it's metódica. Is this?
Okay, I can see. So you mentioned your daughter. Sometimes I think about this, like from where this started, when I was a child, what happened. Maybe it's nice. I don't know if you have this kind of conversation with her, but maybe trying to talk about these things now can help her to see that it's not about being changed for other person, it's about our own insecurities. I don't know. But yeah, I was a very troubled teenager too about that, I guess.
Yes, I talk with her about everything when I can. It's related her age, of course, to her understand what I'm talking, because it's limited the comprehension in this point of her age. We need to take care about it because we think the children can understand everything. No, they don't have maturity to understand everything yet. We need to explain to the age. Is this, I believe, but I try because I'm so direct sometimes, and my doubt it's more, I don't know how to say this, sensitive than me. Ela é mais sensível que eu sou. I'm more hard. You understand me? My
Yes.
life make me like this, but she's more sensitive, and we need to look for the other persons like this. One is more sensitive, but it's more hard. Depend the situations we live, our lives bring for us. It's this.
Okay, very nice, Aparecida. Thank you very much. And you, Lurian, do you feel jealous about things or friends or something?
I think this can exist because of when you don't control about your feelings to lose someone. Like I had problems, not problems, big problem, but in the past, like a friend just want to stay with me. Don't be friend of this other person because she's not nice. So this can happen, but I think it's related to insecurity too, to when you don't feel okay, you're confident about yourself. And about objects, I think yes. Another point that I can say, I was really, I cannot say poor, but I was simple. My family was simple. We didn't have good stuff, when we were young. And when I had something more beery, like a fancy pen, or maybe some clothes that I really like it, I was jealous about these. I was trying to have control. Don't let anyone use my things, or just this is really hard. Like uh, I want to show everyone that I have, but no one could ask me, to take because it was mine. So I had this with some objects because when I could have something just for me, when I could buy, always was about a lot of fight with my parents, or maybe fight to have money to buy it. And I didn't want to lose because it was something that cost me a lot, and I knew it. If I lose this, I couldn't buy again. But nowadays I'm better. I fight a lot with my sister in the past because of that. She took my things, and I said, no, don't do this, because it's my only clothes that I have. It's nice. And what is the problem, she said. And I said, the problem is I don't have money to buy anymore. And nowadays she just came here in my wardrobe, opened my wardrobe, and take whatever she wants. And I said, okay, let's go there. So I think it's because the feeling about I cannot buy, I cannot have, is just an object, is big now for me. So I could improve that. There are some clothes that is my, I don't know, I have more affection. We call like xodó in Portuguese, right? But I just said, oh, take care of, okay, try to don't spoil anything. So that's it. But I understand the jealousy when it's related something that you really had hard time to have, and you want to keep it. At least this was happening with me. But like I said, big, high, hard jealous is never too good, in my opinion. We need to think more about that and try to understand this relation, why you are like that. And that's it.
Yes, for sure. For sure. And you, Alexandre, what do you think about? Is the question number 5. You are on mute. Okay.
Yes, yes. Minute, a minute.
Okay.
Oh, guys, it's a difficult question for me. My and answer in English. Uh, I speak in português, right?
Can you, você pode mesclar? Eu não sei se é muito difícil, mas se você puder, você pode mesclar algumas palavras em inglês, algumas palavras em português?
Yes, yes, yes. With friends, I not ciúmes, né? My wife very respected. Ela é muito respeitosa, assim, então. But outras, for example, engine, né? I see, por exemplo, SUV é um caso diferente, conversando com ela, né? Claro que eu vou, mais do mais não vou expressar também, vou esconder. Mas depois eu perguntar para ela, né? Oh, quem que é aquele cara ali? Conhece de onde, né? Mas, mas nada assim, not, not react aggressive, not this. It is this. This is.
I was thinking about this situation at the gym, and about things, like objects. Are you jealous about some object or friend Você sente ciúmes de algum objeto ou amigo?
No, no, no. No. Very, very. É muito difícil. Sim. My wife very respect, né? Ela é muito respeitosa assim também. E eu também com ela. Então a gente tem uma boa relação enquanto a isso.
Okay, thank you very much, Alexandre. And you, Karina, do you feel like this for some object or friend?
Oh, like I have a sister and she is 4 years younger than me. So when we used to live together, we used to use the same size for clothing. So we shared like almost all clothing, all hair products all together. So I don't have like this kind of feeling for objects. I can share. Of course, if you ask me, sometimes she was like just using a clothes of me. I was, did you ask for it? You are using it. You didn't ask. So with this kind of situation, I like to ask about it. And about friendship, no, like I completely understand that sometimes we don't have time to give the properly attention to a friendship, but it's completely normal because everyone has their own business to care about. So for me, it's easy to have to deal with this. So I don't have like this kind of feeling in friendship. I completely understand everyone has their own time to do and have other friends, and sometimes not more important than me. So I completely understand. It's really normal.
I don't understand. My friend is my friend, okay? And if you change me for other one, we are gonna have a very bad fight. I'm kidding, but no, I'm not kidding actually. But because when I was a child, when I was a teenager, for example, I always love it when I am when I am in a friendship. I am very friendly. Like you are very important to me. I really considerate you and so on. And most part of the time, when my friends like starting a relationship with their boyfriend, I was changed. I know, yeah. Um, Adding something, I am bi too. So I don't know if this has a relationship with this, but I don't think that I was in love with my friends. I just didn't want to be changed for their boyfriend because always happened the same. I have this friend, she's my biggest friend, my best friend, and then she starts a relationship with a guy and she vanished. It's this, so always happen that. So I'm jealous with this kind of situation, but I know that I'm gonna lose because I have been losing all my life, my friends to their boyfriends because the thing is change. And I can't I can get it. I can accept that. I know that the life change, like your friend is going to be married with this other guy, build a family. But why do you have to let your friends like to put your friends outside of your life to live that? Could you like have both, like your husband and me as your friend? I don't know, I can't get it. But this always happened with me. I am jealous with my friends until today, but I know that I'm gonna lose every time. So yeah, it's something that I just have to accept sometimes or try to understand. But I never made it. I never could understand better what happened. But okay, guys, thank you very much for today. I'm gonna share with you some vocabulary that we learn. I think Alexandre mentioned atividades ao ar livre. You can say outdoor activities. There are indoor activities, like atividades dentro de lugar, and outdoor activities like activities outside, in the nature or street and so on. Desempatar can be break the tie. This is a state of mind. I didn't put in here, but estado de espírito, for example. Eu não fui suficiente para ele. I wasn't enough for him. Você lembra com quantos anos você se casou? Do you remember how old you were married? I can't see this. Ok. Medo de ser trocada, fear of being changed, porque você está sendo legal com ela, why are you being nice to her? Isso molda a personalidade, it's shape personalities. So, yeah. This was the today vocabulary that we learned a little bit. Thank you for today. It was a good moment of therapy. So at the end, jealous, it's more about our insecurities than about the other person. So let's try to make us better. Go on, Luria.
I was just, it's a nice session of therapy. Yes, always.
Yeah, always. And yeah, thank you. And next therapy, we are gonna talk about. Oh my God, I don't know if I can see this. Regret. If we regret about something in our life, like regrets to do not say something, I would like to have said that stuff and I didn't, or things that we would like to do, but we didn't, and so on. So it will be the topic of our next therapy session. So see you guys. Take care.
Bye bye. Good day.